Well, hello everyone and welcome into Speaking of Diamonds. My name is Rich and I have a little unboxing for you today that is diamond painting adjacent, but it's not a diamond painting. So let me go ahead and start to open this. So many of us know about Crafts with Crashley and the fantastic release papers that Crashley and Kerwin create, and not just because of the cool designs that they have and the artists that they are signing, but their paper is just, I mean, in my opinion, it's the best quality paper that's out there. But that's just me. Well, they also sell other things. They sell tumblers, they sell pens, they sell cover minders, all the stuff that you really need to diamond paint. And I wanted to show you how they sell these in bundles. And I thought, let me go ahead, and I have never purchased a bundle from Crash before, and I thought, you know what, I want to see what this bundle business is about. And there is artwork that appealed to me that coincidentally has not been made into a diamond painting as far as I know. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm just pulling out my invoice and getting through the boxes. So everything came wrapped very well, and which is a good thing, because look at how the post office, this was post office, right? Yeah, post office, how they treated this. Nice big old hole in the side. But this is what you get in a bundle. So here's our tumbler, but you also get a pen, and then you get the obligatory sample packet. You get some release papers, and then you get a cover minder. So now the reason I picked this design, which I'm keeping secret here for a second, is I really liked it. It speaks to me on a literary level, but I really like the art. It is even somewhat seasonal when it comes to Halloween here. And it happens to be by someone who they work with on the regular. This is Nevermore by Kaleena Kollmeier. So I believe this is Kerwin's sister. I believe. If I am wrong, I will post that down below. But that's not his mom's name. I met his mom at one of the retreats. But look at this. Look at this. This artwork here. So we have the raven, the dark raven, with maybe the moon in the background. The moon coming through. You know, like a stormy sky, perhaps. Looks like it's raining a little bit. I don't know. I just thought this was really cool artwork. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab this. I want to make sure everybody knows what a bundle is and what they do offer. So let's go ahead and start with the cover minder. So here's a cover minder that Crashley and Kerwin make. So this is a simple, it's the image with the name of the image at the bottom. Okay, we got the image, and it's all resined onto this square piece of plastic here. You have the two magnets to hold the cover minder in place. Now, I don't know about you, I don't use cover minders a lot. I don't use them for the traditional, let's peel back the plastic and hold things down. But I usually have one on a painting, because what I do is when I take a piece of paper, when I take my cover paper off of to expose the glue field so I can work on it, I'll go ahead and put this somewhere else on the canvas, and then I will use the cover minder just to hold my release papers down. So they still do come in handy. Plus, they're all over my desk. You know, I have a hutch here that has a metal trim on it that I use ones that I really like as magnets. All right, so that's the first thing. And this is very substantial, very well made. There's no ripples in the resin or anything like that. So that's very nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pen. Ugh. So Crashley and Kerwin, I think this is mostly Crashley though. She makes these pens, and she actually started out making pens. That's why their logo, the frog, is sitting on a pen. But go ahead, let's take a look at this pen here. Let me bring this up a little bit closer, and so that the camera can focus a little bit here. So you can see that it's the Raven design. So it's basically the release paper, but cropped down a little bit to fit onto this pen. But then she has also added some iridescent glitter to the pen, which normally, this being a very dark image, I'd be like, oh, no, I don't want the glitter. But it actually works really well on the pen, and it jazzes it up a little bit, and actually complements the dark image very nicely. It has a single placer and it has a multi-placer. This is a 7-placer. Now Crashley makes these from, let's see if I can get this off, from, well, at least I think she does, and maybe she changed or something, but I believe the core of these are the pink pens that come with, you know, used to come with all the kits, and now Diamond Art Club has changed that up a little bit, but it's white inside, so I don't know if she maybe painted it or what, but you can see sort of the plastic core. So this is super lightweight. I'm just gonna test it here so we know that the plastic tips fit in and all that good stuff. I'm just going to test it with one of my DAC multi-placers, and it fits just fine. I do have a little washi tape wrapped around the post, but this could be a really helpful, really nice pen, super lightweight, like I said. I believe what she does is she builds some polymer clay around it, then puts the image, and then resins the pen. But again, super smooth. We can even look here to see where the image sort of meets. It meets really cleanly, okay? It doesn't look like there's anything wrapped around the pen here. It looks like it could be painted with this. So this would be really cool to use. I wish this was an image, but I would definitely use this pen. I typically go for something a little bit thicker, but sometimes, especially when I'm multi-placing or even a straightener, I would put a straightener on one of the ends and use this as my straightener pen. So there's that. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the tumbler. So again, even though the UPS or United States Post Office tried to do its best, no damage to the box, so everything was wrapped really well. Here we have, so it comes with a metal straw, and then it has a little, I don't know how well you can see it here, just a little brush that I hang on the side of my cabinets by the kitchen sink to push down into the brush to clean out the center, especially if you're drinking something that has pulp or something in it. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. Look at this. Like I said, totally seasonally appropriate for Halloween, but also at any time, because Nevermore, Edgar Allan Poe, of course. We have the image with the rain coming down. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And then let's see, it looks like it joins around the back here with just plain color. We have Crashley's logo here. And then we have the lid, which does come off. It is looks like a, it could be sort of a coffee mug type lid, like a sippy lid, or of course your straw can fit down in there as well. This moves it's very snug, so I wouldn't worry about that leaking at all. It has a nice rubber gasket around it. It also has this nice little handle here, so it's easy to remove. You're not straining with anything. I don't know. I guess this is like, if you wanted, I guess you could put this on the bottom. This is like a rubber cushion for the bottom, probably to make it non-slip. That came included here, so I could add that here. I believe this is a 30-ounce tumbler, which is, we all need to drink more water, right? Or liquid of some sort. It's really nice to have something, how many ounces it is, so you can sort of do the math as you make your way through the day. It also came with some instructions here: hand wash only, not dishwasher safe, not microwave safe because it is metal, do not soak, handmade with love, so please handle with care. And absolutely, I will do that. And I said here, like, we have our sample here. We have some sample papers, we have some washi tape, and then we have a little magnet of, looks like maybe a cat or something, I'm not sure. So now let's talk about these papers. Now we all know Crash's papers are great, but what I did was I purposely purchased the size sampler. And you can do that with the bundle. You can order whatever size paper you usually use. But I went ahead and got the bundle just so we can see all the different sizes. So let's start off with the go-to. This is the one that probably I started using when I was diamond painting. This was really what was mostly available. There were some larger sheets out there, like you get a half sheet of paper. I know I have some of those larger pieces, but with this sampler, I get 4 of these, what I'm going to call traditional rectangle shaped release papers. Then my new go-to is this 4x4 square, and I get 4 sheets of that. Now, the reason I went to this one, even though I think it's only an inch shorter. Yeah, it's only an inch shorter than this. This seems much more doable. This size on a canvas seems much more doable after work for me. When I sit down, I usually log off around 4 p.m. Central, get Sammy taken outside, do some stuff around the house. By the time I sit down around 6 or 7 o'clock, I could typically get this size of a diamond painting completed. I don't know what it is about this extra inch that it's just like, sometimes I just can't complete it. And then it's sort of nice to be able to, you take the paper off, you finish it, you're done for the evening, right? It will depend obviously how confetti heavy the painting is, but this seems to work out much nicer for me. Now we have, I forget what size this is. It's maybe like this is a 2x4. Okay, so it's a half sheet of this. It looks like maybe a 3x4, maybe 3, so just about half. So we got 4 sheets of this one. Now this looks to be, let me see here, let me get out our samples. This looks to be the same size as, wait for it, as Crash's, yep, as her sample papers. Now, when I started buying papers from Crashley, you always get a couple sheets of the sample paper. I'm like, oh, this is nice, but I don't know that I'll use it. But I put in my storage, my release paper storage. And what I find myself doing is turning to these, especially when my canvas, I could put down 2 of these, right? and then I just have a little bit left over. Now I can come in with one of these. So they do come in handy very much. I still would buy these. Like I typically use these for the leftover, the samples, but you know, I could totally see getting, you know, some of my favorite image to always use with release papers. And then this looks to be, I think this is, well, you know what? I have a ruler. Why don't I get it out? Doughy. So this is 2.5 by 4. And now these are the 3 by 3s. So this could also be very helpful to make up room when your larger sheets don't quite cover a row or what have you. Or perhaps you want a smaller space, smaller goal, if you will, for your diamond painting session. So you can go ahead and put these down on your painting and then get, you know, between making dinner and maybe getting the kids, you know, to bed and stuff like that, maybe a 3 by 3 is really all that's feasible for you in a diamond painting session, or maybe, you know, a 3 by 6. Who knows? But I guess the point here is that they do sell these multiple sizes, and they do have these assortment packs that you can order. And there's something here for everyone. And there's something here, even if you're a diehard user of one of the shapes or sizes, there's definitely room for the other sizes in your stash of release papers. And I will say, like I said, if it's a really confetti heavy piece, I'm definitely using this one. If it's more color blocking, I'll use this one because I can cover a larger section. So again, this is the sample, the size sampler that you can get as part of the bundle or on its own. Okay. All of these items are sold individually, or you can use them or you can order them in a bundle. So again, we have our tumbler, we have our 4 sizes of paper, we have the matching pen and cover minder, and the straw and everything that goes with the tumbler. So this is what you get when you order a tumbler from Crashley. Crafts with Crashley. So go ahead and make sure to check out all of the new artists that they are signing. Typically, they make what I've seen is pretty much most of the new images they are coming up with, they are making into bundles that can be bought again together or separately. But I know that they're going back through some of their older images and like cleaning them up, making the new sizes, and potentially making bundles as well. And of course, always watch for sales. I think when I ordered this, the bundles seem to be on sale. But always look for coupon codes. Remember, Crashly goes live every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central, and they typically have a coupon code that you can use that's good until the next day, and it will be scrolling along the bottom of their video. Or, of course, if they notice or announce anything, like recently they had a flash sale for one day, you got a discount on things, but this is even full price, which I think is about $70, $75 maybe. This is still a really good bargain, and then you get it on sale, it gets to be even better. So I'm going to go ahead and wash out my tumbler, fill it with some ice, and get ready to do some diamond painting on my own. And actually, I haven't been using release paper yet. I just started a painting, but it's a Halloween painting, and I think I'm going to use this because it's very spooky. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions about bundles or any of the paper that Crashly offers, things like that, certainly hit them up on their Facebook page. I'll link the Facebook down below. Or put them in this video, and I'll try to answer them. And if I can't, I'll certainly get it over to Crashly or Kerwin. And oh, by the way, speaking of sales, down in the description of this video, I have an affiliate code for Crashly that will save you a little money. I may make a little commission as well, so feel free to use that code anytime that you order anything from Crashly. But definitely go check out these bundles. Check out, you know, I mean, they have some awesome new artists out there, and like I could see myself really developing a collection of tumblers like this, which I don't really need, but I can certainly go through and clean out my tumbler cabinet and fit some new ones in there. So hope this helped, and I will speak to you next time we are speaking of diamonds. Have a good one.